Hello, good morning. Well, if you're a regular viewer, got my head caught on my closed pegs. Regular viewer, you'll know what trouble I've had with this old caliper. And people were saying, crack it open, change the seals, and Hepcat Harley even sent me a set of new seals. But I've not got the confidence to crack this open. I would have had to buy a bloody driver to get these off. Six lug special bolts. So no, it's easy. I said, well, bloody hell. And the problem was, two of the pistons were not solid. I mean, I've been watching a few YouTube videos. How do we manage before YouTube and eBay? It's incredible. And one lad had 6 pots, one, which was what my CB 1300 used to have, 3 either side. No, with separate pistons. Some of them just push against a solid one. In fact, I had an argument once. I'm going off at a tangent again. I had an argument once. The bloke said, no, they're 3 pot. I said, no. If they're pushing against a solid one, then there's only 2 or 3. But if the pistons either side pushing them in, then it's either 4 or 6. Anyway, yeah, all that bloody trouble I had. I thought I'll just have a look on eBay. Excuse me, I just got up. Always cough in the morning, despite being a non-smoker. I think it's hay fever. I mean, look at it today. It's red hot already. What time is it? 10:30ish. 10ish, as Sean Connery said. Yes, I looked on eBay. Spurs Unlimited in Hull, which is where I got my silencers from last year when it failed the MOT due to the wire pipe. And I dropped the bloody back wheel off and took the suspension away to fit the wire pipe. And then the silencers crumbled, so I got back to them. Yes, we've got the silencers. It's off a scrap bike, 8,000 miles, so they're like new. So I got them last year. I said, just have a Hornet. Yeah. I said, I got some exhaust last year. Oh yeah. I've got a front brake caliper for the left. Yep, like new. How much? $59.99 free post. And I thought, well, imagine if I'd have gone to the shop for a brake service to charge that for 1 hour's labour before the parts. So I sent for it, swapped them over. This is the old one. And like I said, the new one's like new. New one's like new. And what I actually done, I sent for a new pin and a new rattle plate. Genuine Honda, but the new one came with as new ones, 8,000 miles. I thought it might be a bit dirty, but no, they're like bloody new. So I fitted it, thought I'd bled it, and there was just no pressure whatsoever. So I got some advice from Hepcat Harley, but I was doing what he said with the tube and the container. And then an American lad, very helpful, said he used some long nose pliers, and he said grip the tube while you're pumping and it adds more pressure and the bubbles just flood out. I thought, what? So rather than pliers, I've got my mold grips, put some little felt pads on so it doesn't damage the rubber, squeezed it so it's a half the width, and it worked like a charm. I've filled it up twice, and the bubbles just piddle out. I couldn't believe it. There's some light in here. Don't want full sunlight. Yeah, it works like a treat, so I thought I'd do a little video just to confirm what this lad said. Because they're a real pain in the ass. I was in 2 minds whether to go back to the shop, just use my back brake and say, I've asked the bloody fitting my new caliper up, can you sort it out? Because do they have some kind of vacuum system? And I've seen others injecting it the other way. You know, this is a fluid remover pipe, because I've got a big syringe as well, and it's free. If you put too much oil in, you can suck it out, rather than buggering about with a tray and undoing your drain bolt on the sump. Not necessary. Get a big syringe and a pipe. I think it was like a 10 I think it was about 10 quid years and years ago from M&P. Remember M&P? Well, they're still going. Yeah, so it said, also it said get a ring spanner, and I wasn't using a ring spanner, I was using a bloody ratchet one I got from Aldi, which is crap. So this is the best bet. Ring spanner, closed, open, just so it's right at the right spot. Pipe on. I've put it up here so I can actually see the bubbles, and squeezing it here, like I said, but like I said, little felt pads, not to damage the rubber. That American was saying it better than me. Yeah, squeezing it adds pressure and you can see the bubbles flood out. And what I was doing, can you see, I was doing this. Can you see? And with that squeezing it, when you're meant to do that, close it, release it, squeeze, open, close. So I did that for a while, but then, oh, there you can see. Can you see them? Look, it's picking it up. Little bubbles. So I jiggle it, and because of this pressure, they are going forward and not coming back. But the bubbles are just flooding out. Whereas last night, nothing was happening. No bubbles came out. Unless I wasn't doing it for long enough. I've just been doing this for 5 minutes and the bubbles are just gurgling out. Can you see there? Still coming out. I thought I'd actually done it, but it's better just to keep doing it until you fill it up 3 or 4 times, just so you know that it's all out. Although Ian said you'll have to do the other one as well. I said, well, the fluid will need changing, but personally I think if it works, leave it alone. Although now I've found this system with the gripping idea, which works very well, I think I'll leave it. Leave it for now and then play it by ear. Any deterioration in brake performance. And I should have got new pads, because these pads are getting wedge shaped again with that problem. Well, hopefully this. What if it starts coming out wedge shaped again? Hopefully this will sort it out. But like I said, they're like new. No scratches, no gunk, nothing. Oh, another bubble. So it's still coming out. Turn it off. And I got fairly good pressure, whereas last night there was nothing. I was crapping myself in case. I thought, what if the caliper's leaking? Yeah, nice pressure there, nearly normal. Could do with cleaning that out. What I should have done was drain it, get some cotton buds, make sure no fluff goes in that hole. You meant to take precautions, put a rag round here, but I've put one over the petrol tank. And the reason Wallace is still there is that the cap, he's stuck to the cap. I know, silly, but he was covering the bracket up for the heated grips. Let's see if any more bubbles come out. It should nearly be done, but like I said, oh, some little bubbles there. You see, no, I can't see the tiny little bubbles. So, process nearly complete. Squeeze, open, close. Oh, look at that. There's still some more buggers. Squeeze, open. Really, he's flushing it out now. Squeezing the lever now. Open, close, release lever. Squeeze lever. See, bubbles. Squeezing the lever. Open, close, release lever. Oh, another bubble. Squeeze lever. Open, close. Another bubble. So that's all you do basically, keep doing it. Oh, it's gone nice. I thought there was nothing in, but it's gone nice and clear from yellow, the old stuff, and the fresh stuff is nice and clear. Oh, it's still a bit spongy, I'll keep doing this. Squeeze lever, open, close. Squeeze lever, open, close. Pump it a bit. Oh, another bubble, another bubble. Squeeze lever, open, close. Pump it a bit. So what this does, I'm not too sure, but it said it adds pressure and you see the bubbles flood out. It helps. He had it near the top, but because the top will be doing both, I thought I'll do it here. And whatever it's doing, it's working. Squeeze lever, open, close. Squeeze lever. Still lots of bubbles. There's so many bubbles I thought there was a leak here on the tube, but there isn't. 5mm tube, and I'll spread it a bit with a pencil and some heat over the gas. Shove the pencil in. It fits better. I couldn't get it on initially. Squeeze lever, open, close. Squeeze lever, open, close. Lever, open. Still bubbles. I need some more .4 shortly, bloody hell. Oh, it's gone down. Actually, this is a mistake. Guess how long this has been in my cupboard. Should use fresh, it's going to be less than £5. £2.50, but the reason why it says BJ's car shop. BJ, yes. There was a little bald-headed fella that Pakistanis have owned that shop for at least 12 years. And because it's hygroscopic, it absorbs water. With a lid on it should be alright, and it seems to be, but I should have got new. I might go and get some actually. It's about half, maybe a third full. So I'm relieved to say we're getting pressure. I've no cereals in, so I think I'll get a brew and let the bubbles settle and then keep doing it. Hopefully by dinner time I can get my bike out, it'll be sorted. And then we'll monitor the padware situation once you bed in again. But like I said, I should have got new. Because trying to bed in a slight wedge shape, I'll need a lot of wear. But as long as you work, it's fine, isn't it? It'll be alright like that, nothing's going to move. Try and keep it level. So there we are, it works, marvellous. How do we manage before YouTube advice videos? I watched Moonfleet 41 as well. But he was doing it the same way? I watched a load of them. You know, this is, when I saw this, that American was the only one using pliers on the pipe, and I thought, oh, he said it's a lot more, it works a lot better, you'll find out the bubbles just flood out, yeah. So there we are, I'm waffling on, how long is that, 12 minutes? But it works, you know, if you're struggling like I was. Imagine if I took it back to the shop, oh yes, we'll do that, hours labour. £60. So I didn't have the confidence to do the brakes myself, the calipers, breaking them open and changing the seals, but this is what any person can do. And like I said yesterday, with no pressure at all, after I thought I bled it, and I left it overnight with rubber bands around here pulling that in, and it was just no pressure at all this morning. that's all sorted now, hopefully. I'll have a cup of tea and come back to it. That's all for now. I'll be doing an on the road film later. I'm glad the heat waves come back. It's really red hot. Right, Blackie. As far as this goes, it's not gurgling anymore because I took this off and 2 boards I fixed together. Heated up a metal rod, something left over from my bike. I don't know what it was. And heated it up and melted 4 holes under here, about in that position. And what it was, the water was pouring down here. All them bubbles were going under this rim. And bloosh, 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 doing that. So now there's a breather pipe. It's not making that awful noise anymore. Like I said, I thought it was my bad stomach. It wasn't, it was my water feature. My Charlie Dimmock water feature. Right, that's enough waffling for now. Right.